The deity of Jesus is a salvation issue.
David, no, it's not. Stop telling people that it is. Because as it talks about in James, you're going to be held to a higher standard because you call yourself a teacher. So if you're on this app telling people something is a salvation issue, when it's obviously not, as I'm going to demonstrate in this video how it's not, you need to be very cautious of what you say as a youth pastor.
Jesus said in John 8:24, "If ye believe not that I am he, ye shall die in your sins."
Right, so when he says that you must believe that I am he, he's talking about the Messiah, the one who was going to come, as it says, all the way back in Genesis. But here are some other verses to prove what it's talking about. Pause and read.
Now that phrase, "I am he," would be translated more literally as "I am" from the Greek ego eimi.
He's not totally wrong, as you can see right here from the interlinear. The I am, the ego eimi, just literally means like I am to be. So the he there is kind of added, but it is implied within the Greek language.
And this is a claim to deity because "I am" is one of the names of God.
This is just such a lie. Claiming I am or calling yourself ego eimi in the Greek is not a claim to deity, and you guys are so dishonest and disingenuous. Either you've been very misinformed or you're purposely just lying, but just stop it. Here are some examples of Paul literally calling himself ego eimi or I am. Here are some examples of individuals in the New Testament who call themselves ego eimi or I am. Here are some examples from the Septuagint, the Greek translation of the Old Testament, of other individuals calling themselves I am or ego eimi.
God said to Moses in Exodus 3:14, "I am that I am."
Okay, so just so everyone knows, God doesn't say I am that I am in Exodus 3:14. He says Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh, which means I will be or I will become what I will be or become. All right, because first of all, just think about it. If it was I am that I am, that doesn't make any sense, right? I am what, you are what, right? But when God tells Moses, I will be or I will become what I will be or become, it means that whatever we need God to be for us, he will be that thing for us. If we need God to be a strong hand to help us defeat the enemies who are attacking us, he will do that. If we need God to be a comforter to hold us within his bosom, he will do that. Whatever we need God to be for us, he will be. He is our Father. So whatever a father can do to help his son or daughter, that father would obviously do it.
And Jesus uses this title for himself when he said, "Before Abraham was, I am." Again, ego eimi.
As I've already demonstrated, someone calling themselves ego eimi is not a call to divinity, is not a call to be the Yud He Vav He that we see within the Old Testament.
And here Jesus is claiming that if you don't believe that he's God, then you will die in your sins as a lost person.
Again, Jesus is not claiming to be God. He is claiming to be the Messiah, the one anointed by God. That's all that he is saying. And he's saying that if you don't accept that I am he, I am the Messiah, the anointed one from the Messiah, you will die in your sins. As it also brings out in 1 John right here, where if you don't have the Son, you don't have the Father. If you don't have the Father, who is God, you will not have everlasting life.
And this is one of the reasons why Mormons and Jehovah's Witnesses aren't Christians. It's because they reject that Jesus is God.
So now here's just another example of you don't know what you're talking about, David. So Mormons actually do believe that Jesus is God. As you can clearly see right here, here are all the sources. Now, the reason why Jehovah's Witnesses don't believe that Jesus is God is because they call Jesus the Son of God, not God the Son. In fact, that idea wasn't firmly established until the Council of Nicaea, which took place in the year 325, almost 300 years after the death of him. So, I hope that explains, and I hope you have a better understanding of the Bible. Shalom.